I wish Pat Morita would have been around because all this could have been done in the early 2000s when Pat Morita was still alive. I know he was older or whatnot, but like it could have been done.
Yeah, we would have had a different cast of actors though.
I know. Don't get me wrong, dude. Miguel, he was one of the happy accidents. I know the movie didn't do well in box
Blue
office,
Beetle.
but Blue Beetle, dude, it was a fun movie. I liked it.
Dude, I finally did get around to watching. I Here's the thing though. I see
Oh, plenty of things wrong with it, but for just being that movie, like it was fun.
I did read an article though that kind of made the case that if that movie had been released even 2 years earlier, it would have done a lot better than it did because that was the kind of movie that was doing okay in theaters, but then everybody just got kind of superhero fatigued a little bit, and that movie's been done to death.
Well, because they get so many superhero movies now, and like 90% of them are garbage. They just think a name will sell a garbage movie, and it's like,
Yeah, and
you guys
90%
haven't
of them,
learned.
well, and 90% of them tell it's the same movie. I will say this though, as a big fan of specifically the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, I thought Xolo did amazing. Like I thought he did great. George Lopez was even funny in that movie. I did enjoy the
George
bit.
Lopez was awesome.
Yeah, he was good stuff. I couldn't believe they threw in a like what would you call that, an insurgency joke with Jaime's grandma when she knows how to use the gun.
No, what she said, I can't remember that.
She comes in and knows exactly how to use like one of the automatic weapons.
Oh yeah,
And they were like, "Oh, ask her about." It wasn't the Contras, but like ask her about the day when she was in. Like basically implying that she was a guerrilla fighter when she was younger.
I could see it. She
I'm
was
like,
tough.
oof. I'm just surprised they went there. But yeah, it's a shame because I really really like that character. That being said,
Hopefully he'll
parts of
get
the
a
movie.
second chance.
Yeah, parts of the movie were overproduced though. I didn't love it was a little bloated in terms of people. There were too many
Listen,
people. But I
that
mean that's a
movie
minor complaint.
that movie was direct to home film. Like remember the movies you used to get back in the day? Like that was a direct to home movie. If it would have just be labeled as that, it ended up being a cult classic. Or not a cult classic. Like that's kind of hard to go by. But it would have been a good home selling video like back in the day when we were younger.
Yeah, and Warner Animation still, dude. Warner Animation. Most of their movies are fucking great. They did like, did you see the live action Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds? Okay, yeah, it's kind of even if you kind of like it, you're still kind of like, meh.
The CGI was terrible, but past that, like I didn't hate the movie. Like
And see the thing, I'm a big
I
Green
didn't love
Lantern
it.
fan, so I kind of defend it. It has issues, but what I always say is a couple years earlier, Warner Animation Studios made a Green Lantern movie, Green Lantern First Flight, and I'm like, if they'd just done that, but with Ryan Reynolds in live action, it would have been a great movie. It would have been
Of
fantastic.
course, I
But
had to go and do something stupid.
well, first of all, having and the wrong version of Parallax, but having Parallax in the first movie and Hector, god damn it, why am I forgetting his name? But him being the villain, 80% of that movie should have taken place in space. First of all, that was their first mistake because Green Lantern takes place in space for the most part.
Not on Earth, really.
Well, I would have been okay with them coming to Earth in for the final battle, but because Hal has to save the planet, right? Ironically, Earth isn't even in his sector in some versions of the comics, which is funny. But I didn't hate it, but it could have been better. Not gonna lie. But here's the thing: even though if I say, because I do think that season 5 was the worst season of Cobra Kai, but Cobra Kai is still a great show, so that's not saying that it sucked. But out of the 6 seasons, I definitely think 5 was the weakest.